Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am here to do a Super Bowl. Um, what can I call it? The video Super Bowl. I'm going to be with you all for quite some time. I am now streaming live on both channels. And I wanted to bring you all the news that you could use. See, I'm not into football this year, haven't really been into it. So I was like, you know what can I do for all of my subscribers who are like me, who are not interested in the Super Bowl? I can do a Super Bowl's worth of videos. This first video that we're going to be doing is out of our auntie status. And so it appears that Chris Williams is a hot topic, okay, on soapdirt.com. They have done more research, and I told you all that I will get back with you as soon as I found out more information about this interesting character. So anyway, y'all, let's get into it. It seems like Chris Williams' Subway is has liens and everything else against it, and we're going to find out all about it.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop
auntie
boop.
that
You can make this up. Now you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even bother?
Auntie that lies, sweet old auntie. Auntie that waits. Are you okay? Are you okay?
So hey everybody, I am back. Again, this article is coming to us from soapdirt.com. And okay, you stuck in there? Good, Tracy. I'm hoping that everything is well with you and your loved ones. Okay. As Betty Ross, I used to love football. I just have not been looking at it lately, maybe probably about the last year too. But I absolutely love football. It is one of my favorite sports, but I just haven't really been into it because I have to come out here and give you all the tea, right? And so most of the games that I want to watch is during the time that I've got to give you all the tea. So I've moved away from it. Okay. Okay. So let's get started. I'm going to bring up an article to you all from soapdirt.com. And we're going to read it, and then we're going to like unpack that mofo, right? And so I'm hoping that I blew it up big enough for you all to be able to see it. Um, it just seems like, this mofo is of interest to everybody, right? And so we want to find out what all of this is about, right? So just 1 second, y'all. Let me bring it up. Okay, so let me bring this article up and we're going to discuss. I'm going to read it and then we're going to unpack it. So, of course, you all see that this article is from soapdirt.com, and there's Chris, and it says, Married at First Sight, Chris Williams, Subway in trouble from the start, threats, liens, and more. Oh, my goodness. Let's go on and unpack this. So this article was dated today, February 7th, by Marie V. Banks. She says, Married at First Sight leaks revealed that Chris Williams's Subway sandwich shop was in trouble from the very start, way before the pandemic started. So Soap Dirt has obtained details and documents from a leaker Our source revealed documents regarding threats and liens against the business. So Chris Williams may not be as prosperous as he portrays himself on Married at First Sight. It says Chris Williams Subway franchise agreement violation. Soap Dirt was provided documents that showed the Subway franchise Chris Williams owns has was in trouble with Subway officials. The letter leaked to us shows several franchise agreement violations were noted in the default of franchise agreement letter drafted and sent by Subway. So this is the Subway letterhead. This letter was dated November 22nd of 2019. Of course, we did not, the world did not go into shutdown until March, I think it was March of 2020. So this is indeed a letter that was sent pre that time. It says notice of default of franchise agreement. Dear franchisee, Franchise World Headquarters, Connecticut Limited Liability Corporation acts as a service. Oh, okay. So it says Married at First Sight Chris Williams' business venture looks to have gone awry from the very start. While the store's failure was blamed on the pandemic, was it doomed even before then? The letter from Subway franchise headquarters addressed to Married at First Sight celeb Chris indicates areas lacking compliance. These problem areas violate his franchise agreement and could be grounds for Subway taking away his store. Chris signed the franchise agreement on September the 3rd of 2019. He opened the doors for the business in October, which was, basically a month later. Subway headquarters sent a letter dated on the 22nd listing numerous compliance issues. Chris Williams uses his status as a restaurant owner to make himself look successful on the show, but is it true? So on September 3rd, 2019, because you have failed to comply with paragraph 5.b of the franchise agreement, you are in default because you have failed to maintain the restaurant in compliance with the Subway operations manual, specifically according to the November 21st, 2019 evaluation. Your store is out of compliance for the following areas: pest control, product quality, product preparation, cleanliness, interior and exterior, equipment decor, design, and signage. You may cure this default by correcting the above specified conditions prior to the 60th day after you receive this notice. So if he got it in September, that's October, November, okay. This information shows that the store was unsuccessful as he like viewers to believe. The notice of default problems include what we just talked about. These violations stem from an inspection performed barely a month after the business opened under Chris's name. So it says the Georgia Department of Labor sent a final notice of intent to file a tax lien to Ashland Ave LLC. This is the name of his Subway is registered under. The letter indicates a statement of delinquency was mailed out earlier, but no reply was received. The final notice mailed out to Chris Subway is dated January 22nd, 2020. The tax liens reveals missing reports or unpaid taxes are due immediately on his franchise. The letter gives him 10 days to pay the debt in full. Otherwise, a tax lien will be filed by the Department of Labor. The Mace villain of season 12 seems to be out of compliance with the Department of Labor and Subway headquarters. Soap Dirt reporters recently spoke to a former co-worker who said that he never paid any franchise payments. The source also claims that he wouldn't show up to work and that corporate was upset. Deadlines have passed. Okay, so Subway and the Department of Labor gave him 60 days to fix the problems. This would be roughly February to comply. He reported that, he closed the business in March of 2020. The state sends a tax lien threat first. Later, they send him a final notice of intent to file a tax lien. The final notice gives 10 days from the letter dated January 22nd to pay any outstanding debts. It was previously believed that perhaps what's going on in the world, closed his doors. But the timing of these letters and the doors to Chris Williams' Subway closed to indicate that it perhaps is not the reason. On February the 3rd, the Cobb County Sheriff Office showed up and evicted him from his Subway store that had never reopened. The thousands of dollars worth of equipment was put out into the parking lot and scooped up by people driving by. If Chris never paid any never paid any payments on his shop as claimed, then perhaps that coupled with the lack of compliance to the franchise agreement and the apparent unpaid taxes is the real reason why his business is no longer open. Now, I'm out here trying to get a mofo the benefit of the doubt because I believe everybody deserves to have the benefit of the doubt. But this mofo was in trouble from the giddy up. Maybe he didn't really have the startup money that he necessarily needed in order to successfully open up his business. Now, according, now this is soap dirt. This ain't me. I ain't saying this, okay? I'm just reporting it. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and for entertainment. Okay. He really did need Paige. When he sat there and he told his friends or told her friends that she's not the woman that he wanted, but the woman that he needed, he never lied. Where's the lie there? He absolutely needed this accountant. He needed Paige. He needed Paige. And it's so unfortunate because the woman that he needed to help his business and to help him, get out of these alleged things, he rejected her because she didn't look cute. Because she wasn't attractive to him. How unfortunate when your blessing, the blessing that you have asked God for, appears in a package that's all jacked up. The outside of the box doesn't look the way you want the outside of the box. Maybe it got a little bit damaged during delivery, going from truck to truck. But when you open it up, it's a beautiful gift that you have been wanting, that you have been desiring, that you have been in need of for a long time. The very thing you reject, young. But at that point, it was just too little too late, I think, for him and for his business. And it's sad because you want people to strive after. One of the most important lessons I think that we can learn from is our failure. But at least he went out there and tried, right? So you can't, it's a catch as catch can. I think that's how they used to say it, because at least he tried. And this was untimely for him to really be on the show. I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt the other day when I reported on the information from Soap Dirt, but somebody done leaked this daggone stuff to him. And it's funny because the article was released, then I reported on it. I think a couple of other people reported on it. And then all of a sudden, I guess maybe somebody said based on the comments or whatever, they was like, no, we're going to show you that this had nothing to do with that. Because y'all know that's where I was leaning with it, rocking with it. I was thinking, he is among many Americans who've had to close their doors, but they was like, we're going to make sure that Auntie know, okay? Auntie and everybody else know that no, that ain't why his business got shut down, Bookie. That ain't why. There are times when I go to the post office and I pick up packages from you all, and the packages be tore up from the floor up. They barely got tape on them. Except for those people who really tape it down. But when I open up those packages and I get those gifts, they're absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. beautiful. I got a gift from Miss Jones. And I'm gonna tell you, when I opened it up, it was the prettiest jar of oil. Oh my God, it was so fragrant, and it has oh my God, it's just beautiful. But the package was tore up. And you know what, the sad part about it is, she's not an ugly woman. But beauty is absolutely in the eye of the beholder anyway. So how many packages have we rejected? How many men, how many women have we rejected because their outer exterior wasn't what we wanted, or what we thought was beautiful, or what we thought was a treasure? How many things have we thrown away being ignorant and judging things from the outside? You can't do that. You cannot do that. And then to treat her so poorly in front of cameramen. Now I understand that this is getting worse, that it's going to get worse, and that he's going to be kirking out and acting like a plum fool, out there in them streets. But I ain't out here making news. I'm out here reporting it. Auntie said this and so. Soldier said this and so. Say this and so. That he really, didn't know what he was doing. That he got in over his head. And I don't even know why, Subway would not come in and like try to help the brother. You think that if you were under a franchise or something, maybe I don't understand, of the process of purchasing a store under a franchise or whatever. But it seems like the franchise would have done the necessary inspections, or the state or the county would have done the necessary inspections before he even opened up his door. How you gonna open up your door and you already got these problems? I mean, he could have went to the landlord and was like, you're gonna have to fix these roaches and stuff up in here. If that's what it was, you have to get rid of these roaches and stuff up in here. You're gonna have to do that, because he was cited on, let me see. Now, according to them, pest control, product quality, product preparation, cleanliness, interior and the exterior, the equipment, the decor, and the signage. But why didn't they get him that stuff? I'm not understanding what role Subway plays in all this. What role did they play? What's the advantage of being with a franchise and being on your own if they ain't gonna come in and swing in? I don't know. Now I don't know anything about franchises. I'm not making Subway responsible for this. I'm just saying, come on now. When you go to Subway, you thinking you eating fresh. That little bit of meat they give you on that little bit of meat and stuff they give you on that sandwich. Now you go up in that mofo and you get you a turkey club if you want to, boo. You getting two, and it's a 6-inch. You're getting 2 pieces of turkey and 2 pieces of bacon. You're gonna get you 2 little slices of cheese. They're gonna put that joint, turn around, throw that joint up in that little confectionery oven. Turn around and be like, you can get all the vegetables you want. You gonna eat fresh up in here today, boo. If you think that this sandwich is gonna fill you up, okay? If you think this sandwich is gonna fill you up, you're gonna have to put a whole bunch of lettuce, pickle, onion, sesame seeds. Okay, you're gonna have to put some tomatoes and some green onions, some red onions, some green peppers, cucumbers, tomatoes, potatoes. I mean, like, and then after that, you can get you a bag of chips and a soda, okay, for an extra $1.99. But they like, okay, what we gonna do is we gonna go ahead on and give you a vegetable sandwich at this point. And you can pay for extra meat if you want to, but when you go to Subway, you will be full for about 45 minutes. They go ahead on and give you some ranch, the little special teriyaki sauce. They give you all of that stuff. You want some oregano or some, oregano on it. They gonna hook it up. You want some oil? Okay, we got oil for you too. Okay. But you definitely gonna be eating fresh if you go up in that joint. Okay. Somebody said bread and grass. Bread and grass. Okay, because I love me some Subway. Haven't really been going lately because I ain't really been out the house. But I'm gonna tell you right now, honey. I used to walk my tail over to some Subway and eat fresh. It's really sad the things that are going on with this young man because people see him as a bad guy. They are spilling his tea, and I can't even imagine the amount of pressure that he is under right now. I just pray his strength in the Lord. I pray his strength in the Lord. Now I understand that, when it came that now this is a spoiler. So if you don't want to hear it, get on up off of here now. Okay. You know what? Matter of fact, I won't do that because I don't like when people do that to me. If I'm gonna say spoiler, I need to put spoiler in the title, right? I don't need to just be springing no spoiler up on y'all like that. So we're gonna go ahead on the back off that. But the word is already on the curve about what has happened with this. Okay. But anyway, this is my auntie said it's a so. Auntie said it's a so. Seems like he's got a whole lot of stuff that's going on, and it's just really, really unfortunate that again, like I said, so many people see him in such a bad light that they just not giving him an opportunity to correct anything, and they just dragging him, and we're gonna be here to cover it. Because we's absolutely here for it. Love you all to pieces, and I'll be back in a few. This is Super Bowl Sunday, and we're gonna do a Super Bowl videos today, okay? And this is for all the women who got their husbands in one room looking at the game and eating chicken wings with ranch dressing, okay, and a couple of veggie trays, and you in the kitchen, and you said, you know what, I really want to be doing something different. So I'm going to sit up here and I'm going to listen to Auntie. Love y'all.